This podcast is inspired by This I Believe podcasts, essays, and radio shows. For more, go to thisibelieve.org. This podcast is made possible by Canva software. For personal use or more information, go to canva.com. This I Believe by Jack Griffin. Beliefs are innate and unique to any person. Core philosophical ideas that govern how we live our everyday lives and what we believe makes us who we are. And this essay is what I believe. Family, respect, and commitment to our tasks and goals are some of my most, if not the most, important beliefs that I hold myself to. They are my three core values, and these values are some of my life's most important governing principles. I decided on them a long time ago and have held them to myself since. Therefore, this I believe. These beliefs are the ones I'm writing about, but that doesn't mean they don't exist within everyone. As human beings, a lot of these values are prehistoric and bind us together as a society, no matter how famous we are, where we're from, or how we live. Knowledge gives you power, but character respect. Bruce Lee. Respect is equal to the power of character, and although knowledge is important in everyone's daily lives, respect is how we live and treat others. Respect creates respect for ourselves. After all, that's what life's all about. Commitment, or grit as it's sometimes called, is the belief in ourselves to finish what we've started. It is possibly the most governing and important value in the history of mankind. True grit is making a decision and standing by it, doing what must be done. No moral man can have peace of mind if he leaves undone what he knows should have been done. John Wayne. Commitment can have tangible rewards on college applications, job interviews, and all sorts of other things. But most of all, commitment allows you to truly respect oneself. Families are the compass that guides us. They are an inspiration to reach great heights and their comfort when we occasionally falter. Brad Henry. The value of family may seem purely basic, and that's because it is. Although it is the foundation of our lives, our families expect us to be the best we can be. No matter what's happened, and whenever we falter, they help us rise back up to face the occasion once more, no matter what's happened. And that is the importance of valuing family and accepting what they're trying to help you to be, the best you can be. After all, that's really what life's all about. During my time on Earth, a few things of outlandish proportions have happened, and a few others quite possibly will. The following stories are parts of the reason why I chose my three values for this essay: family, respect, and commitment to our goals. The first of these stories is related mostly to my values of family. To start, I'd like to say that for the sake of 8-year-old me, this was an accident. I set a table on fire. My grandma is usually a wonderful cook, but on this particular Friday, she really burned the potatoes. Upon taking them out of the oven, I noticed a really, really, really tiny fire and a little smoke. And I didn't want to offend my grandma and say, "Grandma, your potatoes are on fire," because who wants to say that? I put on some mitts, and carried them to the table, and went back to the kitchen where the rest of my family was conversing, leaving the potatoes fully unattended. That was until the fire alarm went off, and the table cover was out, a third on fire. We put it out with a fire extinguisher and ordered pizza. I learned the value of family soon after, well, when I was wholly fortunate to be laughing it off a week later and not grounded. I learned how much my family loved me, realized how much stress I put them through on the daily, and attempted to make life as easy for them as possible. In summary, I love my family, and my family loves me. Another rather outlandish occasion in my life is one of the values previously stated. In this case, commitment to our goals was on New Year's Eve just last year. Me and my dad were hiking around the stables down in the park. It was muddy and cold. I think it rained or something the day before, because the normally dry creek must have been a foot or two higher than normal. Anyways, we were hiking, and it got muddy down the path to where we were going. And we decided to head back to the road and to the parking lot when we get to this creek. There was a fallen branch lying across it, so I decided to try and cross the creek across said fallen branch, Indiana Jones style. The branch broke, and I fell face first into this cold creek and got a bruise on my forehead from it. I looked like Harry Potter for a week. The commitment in this story is not the event itself, but the result. Walking back for 45 minutes, dripping wet in the middle of winter down a muddy path. The relief I felt when I got back to that car afterwards was what taught me the wonderful importance of commitment. Now, what you are probably thinking is, Jack, where's the story for the value of respect? This, I believe, respect is simply going through life, dealing with adversity, and having respect for yourself, and those counting on and rooting for you to keep going. No matter what, it's respect. All of these stories and philosophies may have taught me a lot, but I always gotta remember that's what life is all about. Jack Griffin, Mr. Zenner, Enriched Language Arts, September 9th.